Morning everyone, welcome to my first 15-minute yoga session. Lovely bright day. Okay, so if you come to the mat in Tadasana, mountain pose. Okay, so just lift your tootsies and spread them. Feel into the soles of your feet, the balls of your feet, the bottom of your big toe and your little toe particularly. Think of those as 2 points, and the centre of your heel. And then take a breath in, and then as you exhale, release your toes to the floor, sort of grip the floor, soften your knees, feel your pelvis, scoop it if it needs a little bit of relief in your lower spine. Vertically lift your ribs away from your pelvis, shoulders are level or slightly back, and then release your arms out to the sides, nice and relaxed, palms facing forward. That rolls your shoulders, allows you to breathe. Gently tuck your chin in. Close your eyes and then just take 2 or 3 natural deep breaths. Okay, don't force it. Feel or gently press your belly away from you. Expand through the rib cage all the way up to just below your shoulder girdle. Again, don't force it. Make it a natural deep breath. As you exhale, release the chest, allow it to fall. Gently pull the belly towards the spine. Feel the diaphragm pushing up into your ribs to squeeze your lungs of breath. Okay, 2 or 3 really nice deep inhales and exhales. And then open your eyes. We're going to start moving with the breath. So nice and slowly bring your arms up to the sides, palms facing up, all the way to the top. Okay, and then when you get to the top, turn your palms and release the arms back down. Okay, next one we're going to release or link with the breath. So as you inhale, make the movement last as long as the arms come all the way up. When you reach the top, softly stretch upwards, soften the sides of your torso. Release the palms out to the sides as you exhale, come all the way down. Okay, and again, inhaling, palms facing up, coming up to the top, stretching gently away to the top. Turn the palms as you exhale. Release and come down. Okay, this time same thing with the arms. Press into your toes, lift your heels off the ground as you come up, nice and tall as you exhale. Palms come down, heels come down to the side. And again, palms facing the ceiling. Press into your toes, lift as you come up, make the breath last, turn the palms, exhale, come down onto your heels. Okay, and again, inhale, palms up, into your toes, lift your heels, palms facing out, coming down. Okay, a slight variation, same thing with the arms. Inhaling, arms come up, into your toes, lift up. Exhale, palms facing down. This time, bending your knees, come down all the way to the floor. Touch the floor with your hands. Inhale, come back up, palms facing up. Press into your toes, lift up. Exhale, palms facing up, heels to the floor. Bend your knees. Try and keep a nice balanced weight between the soles of your feet. Inhale, come back up. Last time, stretch upwards, exhale, palms facing out, release your heels, bending down, touching the floor, come back up to Prayer Mudra. Okay, bring your palms together, settle everything down again, feel through your posture. Okay, and as you inhale this time, arms out to the sides, up to the top, and this time forward fold. Okay, nice and steady, pull the belly in, bend your knees if you need to, grab hold of your elbows, okay, and then just allow your head, torso, neck, arms just hang to the floor, and then just feel that soft release in your low back, or allow it to happen. Okay, you sort of feel it stretching towards the floor. Again, bending your knees as much as you need to, try and keep the weight nicely balanced over your feet, okay, so not too far in your heels, not too far in your toes, nice, steady balance. Okay, release the arms, allow them to hang down beside your feet. We're going to come up into chair pose, nice and slowly, pendulum the arms forward, keep the knees bent, okay, bum towards the floor, okay, so upper arms in line with your ears, and then just release your bums close to the floor as your thighs can take, okay. You're tilted slightly forward in your torso, so your gaze should be angled to the floor, okay, about 45 degrees, okay, nice deep breath in. As you exhale, palms together, come into prayer mudra, forearms nicely level. And then as you inhale, we're going to twist to the right hand side. Okay, if you can link your elbow over your thigh, do so and press into it. Help to twist, otherwise just squeeze your transverse abdominals. Inhale, come back. Exhale, other way. Okay, don't worry if you can't get your elbow on your thigh, just twist and hold. Inhale, come back. And then release nice and slowly, start to straighten up. Okay, palms come up to the top, stretch the fingers away from each other. And then this time as you exhale, arms out to the sides, palms facing down. And then extend, push your fingers away from each other, push your upper arm bones out of your shoulders. And then nice, deep, steady breaths as you hold your arms out. Nice space between the fingers. Breathing, okay, getting that oxygen into the lungs after our movements. Okay, and then we're going to start to twist. So first, twist to the right hand side. Okay, try and keep the arms in line. Okay, and you can twist as much of your body as feels like twisting. So not only your torso, but your hips, knees, ankles. Come back to the centre. Nice deep breath in, and then same the other way. Okay, and then just keep that going. So as you come back, inhale. As you exhale, twist the other way. Okay, so exhaling as you twist, inhale as you come back. Okay, and the other way, one more time. Inhale, come back. Okay, release your arms. Okay, continue the twist. So twist to the right, and then just get this steady right to left twist going, and release your arms, nice and relaxed. Okay, let them go floppy. Feel through the whole, all of your joints, hips, knees, ankles as you twist, and obviously torso, spine particularly. Feel the rotation in it. Breathe nice and deeply as you rotate. Okay, nice and slowly come back to the centre, and then come to the top of your mat. We're going to continue the movement into sun salutations and variations of. Come into prayer mudra, mountain pose, tadasana. Feel through your posture once more. Okay, all those checks we've already done. Relax through your body, take a couple of steady breaths. And then on the next inhale, arms out to the side, up into raised on pose. Exhaling into swallow dive and forward fold. Pull the belly in, bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, right leg comes back into lunge. Release the right knee directly onto the floor. Okay, top of the foot. Make sure you've got enough going on in your right hip flexor. Okay, and then nice and slowly pendulum the arms forward into a crescent moon. Okay, press the fingers up to the ceiling, soften through the sides of your body, gaze up at the ceiling if it feels right, or look straight horizontally away from you. Okay, try and gently push the pubic bone forwards and down towards your front heel, and gently press into that right knee, that bent knee that's on the floor, and feel your hip flexor. Okay, now we're going to flow from here, so nice deep breath in. As you exhale, pendulum the arms forward, start to straighten your front leg. Okay, flex the foot, that front foot, come into hamstring stretch. Here, arms are down by your sides. Gently tilt your torso forward, press into your heel, feel your hamstring. Okay, that's the flow, so nice and slowly, pendulum the arms forward, bend the knee, come back to our low lunge, arms up to the ceiling, breath in. Exhale, pendulum the arms forward once more. Okay, bum back towards heels, straighten that front leg, flex the foot, engage the arms either side of your torso, gently tilt the torso, press into that heel. Okay, as you inhale, come back, pendulum the arms forward, coming back into our low lunge, take a breath in. This time open the arms, twist to the left hand side, take it steady, keep your head and eyes still if it helps your balance. Otherwise, gaze wherever you naturally feel like it. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, open the arms, twist the other way. Okay, feel everything in your body, particularly that hip flexor. Okay, it changes each twist that we do. Inhale, come back to the center. Arms up. Exhaling, palms facing out, arms behind us this time. So bring them back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then intertwine your fingers, press the hands away, and then just press your sternum forward, squeeze your shoulder blades. Just feel that release first of all. Okay, nice deep breath in here. Gentle gaze up to the ceiling, sternum forwards and upwards, and then try and release those hands away from your low back. Keep pressing into all 3 points on the floor. Squeeze your thighs together so it locks you to the floor. Okay, nice deep breath in here. As you exhale, tilt the torso towards the thigh. Okay, if you can squeeze it against the thigh, do so, and then lift the arms up as far as you can. Keep pressing down through all 3 points on the floor. Hold it here. As you inhale, come back up, and then release the hands, come back into low lunge, tuck the rear toe, come into high lunge, nice deep breath in, and then the left foot, front foot joins the right into downward dog. Bicycle the legs, nice and slowly. Okay, first downward dog of the day. Okay, so pendulum, no, I mean flex and unflex the feet, bend, straighten each alternate legs, bicycling, feeling the release hamstrings and calf muscles. Okay, come into your steady state downward dog, bend the knees slightly, okay, and then gently sort of try and pull your bum back to your heels and then extend from your hip to your fingers, okay? And then feel that extension should be, or feel a straight line between hips and fingers. Okay, try and keep that position and start to straighten your legs. Okay, pushing your heels down to the floor, straighten them. Don't worry if you can't straighten them if the hamstrings tighten up, just take them to that beautiful juicy feeling. And then bum to the ceiling, straighten up if you can. Okay, nice deep breath in. As you do so, roll forward into plank position. Okay, so bum comes down just above the horizontal. Okay, press into plank position, look down at the mat, press into your toes, release the heels backwards. Okay, and then squeeze through the middle, pull your hands back to your toes, push your toes to your hands. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, release the knees to the floor, tops of the feet into tabletop. Okay, cat-cow. So inhale, lift the head, allow the belly to fall to the floor, feel that curl in the spine, that beautiful curl. And then as you exhale, curl the other way. Okay, so squeezing, cat curl. Okay, press into your hands, lift your chest, and then scoop that pelvis. So allow the hips to sink back, squeeze your pubic bone towards your chin. Press into the tops of your feet, feel your thighs engage. Inhale as you release, come back through into cow pose, looking up, belly to the floor. Feel that stretch, or that stretch in the belly, particularly that curl in the spine. Okay, press into your hands, lift your chest. Second and final time, cat curl, squeezing, scooping, pressing, lifting, and then come back to neutral tabletop. Okay, nice and slowly, release your bum back to your heels into an extended child pose. Okay, if you need a little bit more in the arms, walk your hands out a little bit further. And then from this position, inhale, come back up, neutral tabletop, soften the elbows, allow them to bend backwards, lift your chin, and then come down as far as you can push back from. Okay, if you can touch your chin on the floor, do so. Press into your hands, back up into neutral tabletop, bum back to heels. Okay, we'll do that a couple more times. So inhale as you come up, neutral tabletop, soften the elbows, lift the chin, come down as far as you can, don't overdo it, and then press into your hands as you come back up, bum back to heels. And then final time, inhale, come back up, soften the elbows, lift the chin, come down as far as you can, don't overdo it, press into your hands, come back up, bum back to heels, and then just hold in extended child pose, and gently sway hips and shoulders from side to side, nice and slowly, extending, releasing and softening. And then come back to your neutral position. Okay, nice and slowly come up into tabletop. And then bring your right foot forward into our low lunge position. Okay, so we're coming back through on the other side. Okay, nice and slowly pendulum the arms forward, come up into our crescent moon pose. So we're on the other side now. So feel through that left hip flexor this time. Make sure you've got enough going on. Either walk your foot out if you want a little bit more, or walk your front foot back a little bit if it's a little bit too much. Okay, press the fingers to the ceiling, again pushing that pubic bone forward and down, gently press into the left knee. Okay, nice deep breath in, As you exhale, pendulum the arms forward, start to straighten that front leg, flex the foot, come into a hamstring stretch, energise the arms down by the side, tilt the torso forward over that heel, feel it in your right hamstring. Okay, as you inhale, come forward, bending that knee back into low lunge, arms pendulum forward, up to the top. Okay, press the fingers up, take a breath in, exhaling, arms pendulum down once more, straighten that front leg, flex the foot, energise the arms, and then tilt the torso forward into that hamstring. Okay, and then back up, bending the knee, pendulum the arms. Okay, press the fingers up this time, we're going into those twists. So as you exhale, open the arms. Okay, keep your head fixed if you have difficulty with your balance. Otherwise, press into your feet and then turn your gaze wherever you're comfortable. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, open the arms, twisting the other way. Feel it through your hip flexors, okay, the whole of your body as you do this. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, turn the palms around behind your back. Intertwine the fingers, press the hands away. Feel the squeeze in your shoulder blades, allow it to happen. Allow it to stretch across the front of your chest. Lift your hands away. Okay, nice deep breath in, push your chest gently forwards, and then tilt from the hips, coming down, pressing your torso into your thigh, lifting your hands as far as you can. Hold, breathe, feel strong, press down through all 3 points on the floor. Inhale, come back up. And then releasing, come into your low lunge. Tuck the rear toe, come up into high lunge, left foot joins right into forward fold. Pull the belly in, bend the knees as much as you need to. Feel nicely balanced over your feet. And then if you can, either grab hold of your ankles, or if you can stand on your fingers, back to the hands to the floor, standing on your fingers. Okay, soften the knees a little bit if you need to. Relax your arms. Okay, nice deep breath in here. As you exhale, start to straighten your legs a little bit. Pull your torso upwards, press your toes into your fingers, and just feel that stretch all the way through your body, from heels up the backs of your legs, low back, upper back, sides of your back, shoulders, arms, all the way to your fingers. Inhale, bend the knees a little bit, relax the arms. Exhale, and again, straighten everything up, feel the stretch, and then soften. Okay, release your hands, bring your fingers to the floor, bend your knees, come into a balancing squat. Okay, now you can either hold here with your hands to the floor, or take a focal point, bring your palms together, and just hold for a couple of moments. Breathe. And then nice and slowly start to open your knees, release your hands forward, push your fingers forward, release your bum to the floor. Nice and slowly, gracefully try and sit, come into a sitting position on the floor. Okay, straighten the legs. Okay, we're going to try a variation of a forward fold. So bend your knees as much as you need to. Make sure your spine's nicely straight. Okay, and then bring your arms up to the sky. Press into your sit bones, get length all the way, so hips to fingertips, nice and long, nice deep breath in. As you exhale, tilt the torso forward, try and keep that integrity in the spine. Okay, push your hips forward, allow your tailbone back. Try and squeeze your chest onto your thighs, and then release your arms somewhere, grab hold of your feet or your legs, wherever you get to. And then what I want you to do is to use the leverage on what you've grabbed hold of, pull your chest into your thighs. Okay, and then nice and slowly push your heels away, start to straighten your legs if it feels right. Try and keep your chest on your thighs. And then when you get to that position where you feel, yeah, that's enough, I can feel everything, relax, close your eyes, breathe nice and steady, nice and deeply. And then nice and slowly release. Okay, sit back up. Okay, come into cobbler's pose, so soles and feet together. Grab hold of, or intertwine your fingers, grab hold of your tootsies, walk your bum towards your heels. And then gently just flutter your knees, just softening the inner thigh muscles. and then nice and slowly bring the knees back together. Okay, arms out to the sides, and just release your torso back, keeping a nice straight spine, feeling it in your core muscles. Okay, now you can either lift one leg up or bring both legs, come into half boat pose. Okay, nice deep breath in here. As you exhale, squeeze knees to chest. Hold the squeeze, it's important, core compression. Inhale, come back out. Exhale, knees to chest, squeeze. Inhale, come back out. Final time, squeeze as you come in. Inhale, come back out. Now we're going to go to the floor, try and do it controlled. You can either bring off the floor or bring your knees to the floor to come down, okay? But wherever you feel comfortable, try and control your descent. And then arms down by your sides, palms facing down, bend your knees, heels towards your bum. Okay, squeeze your abdominals, press your low back into the floor and hold. Tuck your chin in. Release your abdominals, relax your low back, press into your heels, coming into your feet rather, coming up into bridge pose, so lifting your hips. Okay, keep lifting your hips as high as you can. Squeeze your glutes or your bum. Okay, helps to support things. Try and keep your knees stacked over your ankles. Breathe, okay, wherever you get to, hold, breathe. Nice and slowly release your hips back down. Okay, once your low back hits the floor, squeeze your abdominals, press into the floor. And then release, arms out to the sides. Nice and slowly release your knees to the left hand side, coming into a spinal twist. Okay, your right shoulder blade's your guide. Okay, just don't worry if your knees aren't on the floor, just try and feel that stretch and soften it. Nice and slowly bring the knees back up. Okay, as you come over, roll your low back into the ground and push it, so squeeze your abdominals as you come over and release your knees to the other side. Okay, same thing, left shoulder blade nicely pinned to the floor. Soften and relax through the left of your waist. Breathe nice and deeply. Okay, knees back up. One more either side. Okay, as you go over, remember squeeze your abdominals, press your low back into the floor, release your knees to the left. Same drill. Okay, it's softer this time, no doubt, so here we go a little bit further. Same drill. One more on the other side. As you come across, remember squeeze your abdominals, press your low back into the floor as you come from one side to the other. Soften it and that engagement as you release your knees to the right hand side for the last time. And then nice and slowly come back up. Make sure your low back's nicely flat on the floor, and then straighten both legs, arms down by your sides, come into final relaxation, Savasana. Okay, arms slightly away from the body, palms facing uppermost. If that's not comfortable, then palms down is fine too. Make sure your low back is nicely in contact with the floor. Don't worry if it isn't. If you know you can hold that position and relax without any tension, that's fine, okay? But if you can't, then bend your knees accordingly. And if you bend your knees, then bring your feet to the edges of the mat, allow your knees just to flop in together, okay? So you don't have to engage much muscle power. Close your eyes, tuck your chin in. Feel through your body first of all, so scan it from the back of your head, all the way down the back of your body, back to your arms, all the way to your heels, along your soles of your feet to your tootsies, and then along the front of your body, up your legs, torso, to your head. Feel the muscles in your face, forehead, eyes, cheeks, even your tongue. Relax everything. And then settle on your breath and your breathing. Nice, steady, deep, natural inhales. Don't force it, okay? Just focus on it. Gently pressing the belly up towards the ceiling. Expanding through the rib cage. And then exhaling and allowing your chest to naturally fall, pulling your belly towards your spine. Okay, we're going to just focus on the breath for a moment. So I want you to count your inhale, and then I want you to exhale twice as long as you inhale. So Normally people breathe in for either a count of 3 or 4, and therefore that means you breathe out for a count of 6 or 8. Okay, so just double your exhale. Concentrate on it. And continue to focus on the movement in your body, counting that breath on the inhale, counting that breath on the exhale, still releasing, relaxing on the inhale, pushing the belly sideways, and then on your exhale, allowing the chest to fall, controlling it, squeezing your belly towards your spine. A couple more of those focused breaths, counting, breathing out twice as long as we breathe in. And then once you've fully exhaled, the very next time, just return to your normal, natural, deep and slow breath. And just focus on your body and the feeling within it. Focus on your third eye if you need something. Okay, so bring your eyes to the point between your eyebrows, okay, wherever you imagine that to be, and just hold that point. Focus as you breathe. Try not to bring any tension back into your body, so keep everything nicely relaxed and steady. Nice and slowly then, as you inhale for the next time, bring your arms up and over your head. Gently stretch your arms away. At the same time, point your toes and flex your feet. Press your heels away. Soften the belly. And then relax everything to the floor. Just twiddle your fingers, twiddle your toes as you bend your knees. Roll over to one side or the other. And then using your hand, press yourself back up to a comfortable sitting position. Come into whatever position you want, kneeling or cross-legged. Just hold for a couple of moments, lifting up through your spine, close your eyes, and just take 2 nice, deep, steady inhales and feel through your body. Namaste. Thank you very much. See you again soon.